Yo, what's up, gamers? So, I walked into the breakroom today and it looks like a medieval marketplace. I'm not even joking. There's a folding table set up with snacks laid out like they're trading goods, people arguing over prices, someone yelling last one left like it's a real auction. So I'm just standing there asking myself, what is going on? Then I look over and it's Todd from HR trying to trade a bag of chips for 2 energy drinks like he's negotiating a kingdom deal. I'm like, Todd, what are you doing? And he goes, it's all discounted. You gotta act fast. And that's when it hit me. This is exactly what's happening on Steam right now, because the Medieval Fest is live, running from April 20th to April 27th. So yeah, you don't have much time. People aren't just picking games because they look good, they're panic buying deals like it's a marketplace. So now we're gonna go over the 10 games people are grabbing right now before everything disappears. So before we get into this, do me a favor, like if your backlog is out of control, subscribe if you're part of the problem, and drop in the comments down below. What are you actually adding to your cart before the sale ends? Now let's grab them up, because these prices are getting ridiculous. First up, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. This is the big one. You're back as Henry, just as a regular guy trying to survive in a brutal medieval world. No magic, no dragons, no chosen one nonsense. Everything here is grounded, combat is slow and punishing. You actually have to think, train, and prepare or you're getting destroyed. You gotta eat, sleep, heal, even how you talk to people matters. And now they're expanding everything. With a bigger world, more weapons, new systems. So it goes even deeper than the first game. Right now it's $29.99, which is why people are jumping on it. Just know this is medieval life, but with consequences. Next up, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And this one, yeah, how is this still this cheap? You're playing as Geralt, a monster hunter tracking beasts, solving mysteries and trying to find Ciri, while the Wild Hunt is basically destroying everything. It's a massive open world RPG with swamps, cities, and islands. The crazy part, the side quests are just as good as the main story. You're making tough choices in this one, dealing with politics and monsters, and none of it is simple. Right now this thing is sitting at around $7.99. This game refuses to die. Next up, Crusader Kings III. This one is completely different. You're not controlling a character in battle, you're controlling an entire bloodline across generations. We're talking marriages, alliances, betrayals. Basically running a medieval family that can either build an empire or completely fall apart. Every character has traits, secrets, and relationships, so things go wrong fast. One bad decision and suddenly your kingdom's in chaos. Right now it's sitting around $14.99, which is why people are jumping in. This is not a kingdom, it's a disaster simulator. Next up, Dark Souls 3. This is where things get rough. You're playing as an unkindled warrior in a world that's basically falling apart, and your job is to hunt down powerful bosses and drag them back to the thrones. Sounds simple, until you actually play it. Combat is slow and deliberate, and every mistake gets punished. You can't just rush in, you've got to learn patterns and time everything or you're getting sent right back to the start. The world doesn't explain much, you're just piecing it together as you go. Right now it's around $29.99, which is tempting, but dangerous. This game does not care about your feelings. Then we've got Dark Souls Remastered. This is where it all started. Same brutal formula, you're an undead warrior stuck in a cursed world, trying to break the cycle before everything collapses. Combat is slow and punishing, every fight matters, every shortcut feels earned, and nothing is handed to you. But this version looks better, runs smoother, and just feels cleaner overall, so it's way easier to jump into now. Right now it's around $19.99, which is basically the best entry point, so this is where trauma begins. Then we've got Kingdom Come Deliverance, the original. If you're even thinking about playing the sequel, this is where it starts. You're playing as Henry, just a blacksmith's son whose entire life gets flipped upside down. And just like the sequel, this is all realism. No magic, no shortcuts, you actually start off bad. You gotta learn how to fight, learn how to survive, even learn how to read. Everything takes time and every mistake sticks with you. Right now this thing is sitting at around $5.99, and this is a $6 mistake you won't regret. Next up, Medieval Dynasty. This one slows everything down. You're starting from nothing, just trying to survive in a medieval world after fleeing war. You're hunting, gathering, building, first a house, then eventually an entire village. You bring in NPCs, assign them jobs, manage resources, even start a family and pass everything down over time. It's less about action and more about building something that lasts. Right now it's around $17.49, which is why people are giving it a shot. This is farming, but with taxes. Then we've got Chivalry 2. This is pure battlefield chaos. You're jumping into massive 64-player fights with knights everywhere, swords swinging, objectives going on in the background, and everything just turns into a mess. You're trying to fight and people are hitting teammates, throwing random objects, someone screaming while charging in. It's complete madness. You can try to play it smart, but most of the time you're just trying to stay alive. Right now it's around $7.99, which is why people are jumping in for the chaos. This is not skill, this is survival. Then we've got Manor Lords. This is where you build instead of destroy. You start with a small village, just a few people with limited resources, and you're slowly growing into a full medieval town. You're managing farming, trade, resources, keeping people happy, making sure everything actually works. It looks great, everything grows naturally, not just placed on a grid. But here's the catch, it starts calm, and then problems hit because you got bandits, shortages, bad decisions, and suddenly everything you built starts falling apart. Right now it's around $25.99, so a lot of players are jumping in. Just know this may start peaceful, but then everything breaks. Finally, Dragon's Dogma 2. This one's a big open world RPG. You're the Arisen, basically a chosen warrior going up against dragons and everything else. You're exploring, doing quests, dealing with different factions, but the combat is what stands out. You're not just fighting monsters, you're climbing on them, hanging on while they're trying to throw you off. It's chaotic in the best way. In the pawn system, you build your own companion, and other players can use them too, so your team always feels different. Right now it's around $29.39, which is why people are finally jumping in. Just know this game is bigger than you expect. Alright, so that's the damage. These are the 10 games that everyone in the office is panic buying during the Medieval Fest before it ends on April 27th. Well, that's all I have. I gotta bounce. Todd's still camped out in the break room guarding his pile of sale snacks like it's the royal treasury. And if I don't get back there soon, he's gonna turn the whole place into a medieval disaster zone that I'll have to mop up for the rest of the week. But before I go, do me a favor, smash that like button if your wish list is now way too big, subscribe so you don't miss the next sale cleanup, and drop a comment down below. What are you actually playing first, and what's just gonna sit in your library collecting dust? This is Scruffy the Janitor signing off. Peace out.